when I read this and I try to make sense of it in terms of what's the broader question at hand, it reminds me of the manifesto of the Christchurch killer, as well as the manifesto in Buffalo, the man who shot up a grocery store. When they put out their manifestos, they were riddled with memes. These messages aren't meant for us as an audience. They're actually meant to inspire more people who are somewhat nihilistic about the entire project of democracy.
One of the bullets said, if you read this, you are gay, LMAO.
This is the typical kind of joking that comes from even more extreme right-wing movements, particularly a group that has dogged Charlie Kirk for years now, that are led by Nick Fuentes.
The next casings had some lyrics on it from an old song, Oh, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, 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 Ciao.
An Italian resistance song, and it's very old, but Bella Ciao, the song, was remixed and recirculated through playlists online, one of which is available on Spotify with the Groyper label. While you might hear, sung by Europeans, particularly in the fascist movement, there is an inside joke amongst the US far right celebrating this remix. And this is very common in meme culture. So memes often take things that maybe are almost timeless, and they remix them to make them mean something to the inside group that they don't mean to the rest of the world.
The next casing we have says, notices bulge, OWO, what's this?
This is an older meme around furry subculture. There was a comic associated with it where two furries were talking to each other, and then one notices a bulge, and the OUO is a mistype of WOW. This one in particular is a joke about furries, and also is anti-gay in a way.
And I think that'll bring us to our last one, which is Hey Fascist Catch, which has really been used, sort of, people have said this doesn't even need explanation. But what I hear you saying is, in fact, it is not as straightforward, and we're not necessarily looking at left right here.
Yeah, and that's also part of the rest of the what's written on that casing, are a string of 5 arrows. And this is a meme amongst people who play a game called Helldivers 2. And it signifies a kind of airstrike. The American left are not the only ones that have called Charlie Kirk fascist, even within the more far-right fringe, even more further right than Charlie Kirk. For these types of people, he's not far-right enough, especially when he's doing things like defending Israel. We're talking about people who are, anti-gay, anti-LGBTQ.